Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through pretty much the entire article here. There is a link in the description. It is horrific. Thankfully, nobody was killed, but it boggles the mind, and the incident that I'll run through in just a moment seemingly was performed in front of a 5-year-old girl, the daughter of the two people involved. So, as I say, I'll start off with an overview. An Arkansas dad, 48 years of age, is hospitalized after he amputated his own leg with a saw, this type of saw. Its brand is Ridgid, if that makes any difference. But this type of saw, a chop saw, a band saw, whatever it's called, but this is a proper piece of equipment typically used for cutting wood. This psychopath, I'm going to say psychopath, this person who is clearly under significant mental health strains, cut off his own leg purposefully, knowingly, and seemingly did so in front of his 5-year-old daughter. So he is hospitalized. He's not facing life-threatening injuries as far as we're aware. The mother wasn't there. The mother was scared. She left the home. She was scared because the father, or her husband, Shannon Cox, was ranting and raving. He was stating that he was Jesus Christ. He was saying that Satan was threatening to murder the wife. So Shannon thought it would be, the wife, Sandy, thought it would be a good idea to leave the home, which I kind of agree with, other than she decided to leave her 5-year-old daughter alone with her husband, who was in mid-mental breakdown, so severe that he cut off his own leg. So as I say, I will go through the details more thoroughly in a moment. They both have been taken into custody and then both released after posting individual $10,000 bonds. The child has been taken away. They're no longer in the custody of the parents, which I would say is the right thing. The mother shouldn't have left her 5-year-old daughter with this guy in the midst of this horrendous mental breakdown. The article tells us that there's no known evidence of any mental issues previous, or indeed any criminal issues previous. So this seems like it could, not necessarily, but it could be the case of a normal person, a seemingly law-abiding family man, cracking, just turning, just like that, which is pretty bizarre and shocking. This whole thing is bizarre and shocking. So as I say, I will start reading through the full details now. If you do appreciate the approach, the overview, then the detailed read-through, then please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. An Arkansas man sawed off his own leg whilst his 5-year-old daughter was in the house, after ranting that he was both Jesus Christ and Satan, and he was also threatening to twist his wife's head off. The guy's name is Shannon Cox, 48 years of age. He's been charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child, along with his wife, Sandy. Sandy, the wife, fled the home in fear, but left their young daughter with the father, who proceeded to amputate his own leg. An affidavit describing the August the 2nd incident in Boone County said that police responded to reports of a man with a severed leg and arrived to find Shannon Cox lying in front of the residence naked and missing a portion of his right leg. Shannon, this guy here, told the deputy that he'd severed his own leg with a chop saw, and upon entering the home, the officers discovered blood all over the walls and floor, with the leg still in place on the chop saw. I mean, it's very grotesque, isn't it? It's very disturbing. Investigators also found additional dangerous materials at the residence, including a white four-door car with the hood up, with a 20-pound propane cylinder laying on top of the battery. So I'm no expert, but to me, I mean, what would you make of that? A car with a 20-pound propane cylinder lying on top of the battery. I mean, to me, that sounds like the beginnings of trying to make a homemade bomb. Would I be right? And that would be a significant bomb, wouldn't it? In the home, perhaps he was planning on blowing up the entire home. So the guy in question was airlifted to hospital. The wife was interviewed the following day. She had left and she was found at a neighbor's house. The wife said that the husband had been acting odd all day long, that he'd been calling himself Jesus Christ, and that he warned the wife, Sandy, that he needed to get right with the Lord. The wife told police that the husband became increasingly aggressive towards her and claimed that he was Satan before threatening to twist her head off. So with that, she decided to get the hell out of there. That makes sense to me, but the leaving the child behind does not make sense to me. And that is why she was taken into custody as well. So she left their unidentified 5-year-old daughter in the house with the madman, with her husband, who was in this crazed, deranged situation, making death threats rather, and proceeding to create a car bomb potentially, and certainly proceeding to cut off his own leg. But the wife said she wasn't worried about any harm coming to her daughter. Police did interview the daughter, and the daughter apparently confirmed that she was present when her father sawed off his own leg. The girl is still in a state of shock, and she's not willing to talk about the subject. So she was present. Now, whether or not that means she was in the garage at the time, in the workshop at the time, it's not 100% clear, but I think it's pretty clear that she was there. Perhaps positioned by the father, I don't know. But this is all incredibly disturbing, so of course prayers first and foremost to the young girl. The article does tell us that the daughter, has been taken away from the parent. She's under the care of the Arkansas court system, and we pray that she gets all of the love, attention, support that she needs. You can't feel too sorry for the wife at this time. I mean, maybe there's more to the story, but she left the daughter alone with the guy whilst he was acting like an absolute lunatic. He was making death threats. He was claiming to be Jesus Christ. He was claiming to be Satan. He'd built a car bomb potentially in the garage. That's what my interpretation is. And he literally cut off his own leg. He was found naked, bleeding at the front of the residence. So was he naked when he cut off his own leg? I presume so. And the wife left the daughter with him. I mean, that's not right. Thankfully, the girl wasn't attacked. By the look of it, from what she said, she was present at the time of the incident. Does that mean that she was, as I say, taken into the area, into the garage, into the workshop, whatever the case may be, and was she told that she must watch Daddy do this thing? I mean, hopefully that's not the case. But either way, she seems to have had an understanding that Daddy did this, that Daddy cut off his own leg. So that's going to be traumatic. So I'm going to wrap things up here at this point, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and take care.